Hello, it's Donna. So here is an update on the fabrics. I have all of the Christmas fabric moved, or I should say all of my holiday fabric moved. And I do have some black up here temporarily. These pinks and reds, they have to be pushed in there somewhere. But it goes, oh, and there's all my Andes fabric. But it goes all the way over there. And I need to put my Andes fabric on cards. I did get cards and I've used a bunch of them. So down here, this right here is flannel, and I used it for a embroidery project for a wall panel, and I've got more wall panels to make. Embroidery designs were from Embroidery Library and Urban Threads. They were like Christmas ones, and there's a couple of Halloween ones that I want to do. Anyway, you're here for the fabric. So the corals kind of go down to the oranges, yellows, greens, all the way back there. These are some that I've got to find where I'm going to do. Here is a dark green and some Hawaiian prints that are probably might end up being clothing for me. Oops, a pink piece of scrap that I use for that friendship star. I'll cut the rest of that out. Down here, the greens continue. Then it goes over to blues and then purples, which I actually thought I had a lot more. There's a few down here and some metallics. This is like a platinum, and this is a blue and gold that I've had for years. I have browns. I have this big blue. I kept all of my animal prints out. Well, I say that I've got a kind of a brownish greenish version of this and a blue tone version of this, but I've always thought that I might eventually make a animal print quilt, so who knows, I might keep them together. Anyway, down on this shelf, back in there, I don't know if you can see, is the Christmas, and then here's Halloween, and I think there's some bowling, Mardi Gras, 4th of July. This is mostly kind of like a light scale background. Not all of it is. There's grays, and then all back in here, which I don't think you can see, are all my black prints that I will be using. But that is the update actually on the storage right now. These are 10-inch squares that I had cut previously when I processed a ton of back quarters and stuff. So I have all of those right there. Now, give me a second and I'll give you an update. So here are all the back quarters. I found more kind of when I was going through things. I found this stack that I had taken out to potentially use for doll clothes. I may keep that whole, I'm not sure. But that stack and this stack, well, with possibly the exception of Halloween, are going to be cut up and processed into layer cakes, jelly rolls, and charms packs. Then I had this and this. This is a back quarter. I'm keeping these both whole and just kind of laying them up there. And then I have these scraps that will, I'm going to try to get what I can out of them. There's probably some back quarters in here too. This, I know it's just a scrap. This one is fairly large, and I actually have some yardage left, so I may put this back with the yardage or not. So that's the status of this right now. Here's just tons and tons of little bits and pieces that I'm going to cut up. And then this right here as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to piece and part this one up or not. Probably not. I've got two whites here and a cream. This is more of a sateen type, but I am going to make layer cakes and jelly rolls out of this. I'm not sure if I'm going to do too many charm squares or not. And then the rest of this, I'm not sure if I'm going to put on my cardboards or not, or if I'm just going to try to find a way to stack them. I got 100, and I've probably used 35 of them so far today. I also have these laser, I think I got a half yard. There's 2 prints here. There's a dark one. Oh, no, that's only one. Here's one. Somewhere else I have another one. I don't know if I'm going to cut these up or not. Probably not. I might keep them for something. But I thought it was really cool. I may even try to find out. It was printed in Japan. RJR Fabrics. I may see if I can find more of this to actually get some and get some yardage of. But as you can see, I have lots of stuff that I am going to be pressing and cutting, and yeah. But that's the status update.